ESPN Analytics has the Bears' projected win total at 8.5. Chicago has a 42% chance to make the playoffs in that division. Wow. It ranks 8th in the NFC. 7 teams, by the way, make the playoffs, meaning that the Bears would be the first team out. But
the Chicago Bears have a super impressive supporting cast in place for Caleb Williams' rookie season in 2024, but one of the top remaining free agents on the market, Conor Williams, could help them take it to the next level. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Williams is in discussions with multiple teams about potentially signing with them for the 2024 season. Williams is in discussion with multiple teams about potentially signing with them for the 2024 season. The 27-year-old center has high-quality starting experience for Dallas and Miami over the past few seasons, but he is also coming off a season-ending ACL tear in 2023, which he is still recovering from. Schefter did not disclose which teams are in contact with Williams, but that did not stop CBS Sports Bryan DeArdo from surveying the field and figuring out which teams might be the best landing spots for Williams as he charts his path for the upcoming season. It's largely assumed that the Bears' top goal for 2024 is getting number 1 overall pick Caleb Williams to the finish line healthy, DeArdo wrote on June 19th. Adding a player of Conor Williams' caliber would do that, while also giving some much-needed depth and versatility to Chicago's front. Williams was a popular name on free agent wish lists for the Bears heading into the start of 2024 free agency. Chicago had released veteran Cody Whitehair and did not seem interested in re-signing Lucas Patrick. He is now in New Orleans, creating a major hole in their offensive line as they prepare to draft a new franchise quarterback. The Bears, however, did not sit on their hands and wait. Almost 2 weeks before the start of the new league year, the Bears traded a 2024 5th-round pick to the Buffalo Bills in exchange for veteran center/guard Ryan Bates. Then, 10 days later, they signed former Los Angeles Rams starter Coleman Shelton to a 1-year, $3 million deal. Before I continue on, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 30k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so continuing on, the presumption is that Bates will get first crack at winning the starting center job for the Bears in 2024, but their exact plans for the position have not been made fully clear. If the Bears are confident in the personnel they currently have, which also includes 2022 6th-rounder Doug Kramer Jr., then talking to Williams likely isn't worth it. Still, Williams has been an elite caliber run blocker over the past 2 seasons and finished as Pro Football Focus's 4th highest graded overall center during his last healthy season with the Dolphins in 2022. He also just turned 27, giving plenty of long-term starter potential. That could also be valuable to a team with a number 1 rookie at the helm. The Bears would need to be confident about Williams' ability to bounce back from a major knee injury. As always, the price would also have to be right. If they can check those boxes though, the Bears might want to talk to Williams before camp begins. Moving on, the Bears taking a swing on another veteran center, a potentially pricey one at that, would be surprising. But they have not shied away from surprises over the past few months. The trade for Keenan Allen stands out as the most jaw-dropping. But they also spent big money on running back DeAndre Swift, traded quarterback Justin Fields for a conditional 6th-rounder, and drafted wide receiver Rome Odunze at number 9 overall. Alright, so I've made a lot of videos about this team over the past month or so, but the person I really haven't actually talked about too much is Caleb Williams. And honestly, I feel like he's received more hate than love since stepping onto the scene, because all people talked about was how he was struggling at OTAs and all this other stuff. But once the actual season comes around, I think all the hype is gonna be real. And as I was talking about earlier, if they can get Conor Williams to really complete the offensive line, I think that will help Caleb out a lot. With great power comes great responsibility, and Williams' elite talent gives him a limitless ceiling, which puts tons of pressure on him to deliver as the savior for one of the NFL's most storied franchises. Obviously, there are plenty of variables that contribute to a quarterback's success or failure at the next level, but exterior factors rarely prevent those passers who fall short of those astronomical expectations without carrying the bust label for the rest of their careers. Thankfully for Williams, he looks to have a strong supporting cast with which to begin his march to proving himself worthy of all the preseason hype that started back when he was a freshman at Oklahoma. The Bears have invested premium resources over the past couple of years into rebuilding their roster on both sides of the ball, but particularly on offense, where they've rebuilt much of the offensive line as I talked about and reloaded their cupboard of weapons. After acquiring DJ Moore via trade last offseason, the Bears made 2 more big additions to their pass-catching ranks this year, trading for veteran Keenan Allen and spending another top 10 pick on Washington's Rome Odunze. Justin Fields and Bryce Young have to be looking at that trio Williams gets to start his NFL career with and saying, "Are you kidding me?" Williams obviously has to carry his own weight, which means maximizing his rare arm talent and playmaking ability. He will really need to trust that talented supporting cast instead of resorting to the kind of haphazard hero ball that led to far too many mistakes last season at USC. But if that happens, and Williams can grow into the best version of himself thanks to competent coaching and quality, experienced talent around him, there's every reason to believe that he'll be the kind of superstar that Chicago sports fans know all too well. According to ESPN's Fowler, the word out of Chicago for the people I've talked to is that Caleb Williams used his strong arm for what he should use it for in minicamp and OTAs, which is to test it out, see what he can get away with as a young player, so he would throw it in between two defensive backs, see if it's an interception or if it's a throw that he can make at an NFL game. He has had that kind of confidence, and that did show, so the Bears were impressed with his willingness to take risks to make those tough throws. The transition has been the new offense with the play-action run-based systems and the stuff under center. They've tried to give him incrementally more and more that I've told he's responded well to, but it's taking some time. It's an adjustment, but they are pleased with where he's at now. Anyways, another area of the Chicago Bears team that I think will have a really huge impact on Caleb Williams is defense, especially early on in the season when he is still getting a feel for things. If the defense can keep teams under 20 points a game, Williams won't feel the stress of needing to score 30 plus to win games. And the Bears defense is loaded with talent in all facets, including all-pro cornerback Jalen Johnson and Pro Bowl defensive end Montez Sweat. But they also have one of the league's best linebacker tandems with TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, as well as a young, ascending secondary that could emerge as one of the NFL's best. Entering year 3 in Matt Eberflus's scheme, the defense has the potential to be a top 10 unit in the league. So overall, it is really hard to take a deep dive into this team because we haven't seen it all in action yet. But this gives me 2020 Cleveland Browns vibes because all the talent has been brought in, everything's coming together, but they still have to take a season to learn to play together and figure out what works and what doesn't. Let me know in the comments below how you think the Bears will do this season and if you truly believe in Caleb Williams or not. And also, what you think about Conor Williams. That's all I got to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.